2 games. 2 games is all that remains in the BPL, and we gotta win both to be champions. A lot of people would say this is the hardest game of our last 2 games. We're taking on Chelsea at home, and I made some changes to the starting 11. I brought in Zagbia, but not to play Cam, to play left mid. Ureta's playing right mid, and we brought in the Barcelona center attacking mid, Thiago, to play Cam. We're leaving Felipe Anderson out. And you might be thinking to yourself, Skills, why the hell are we watching all this? Why didn't you cut this out? What the hell is wrong with your editing? Are you becoming a poo-poo YouTuber? Do you not know how to cut that part out? I left that part in. I left that part in because, well, with this being such an important game, with this being the game of the season, I felt like I wanted you guys to see that it is on Legendary. And if you go back to the beginning of the video, you can see that it says like Legendary 6 minutes and clear, because that's the settings that it's on. And then I make no cuts. I'm playing it all the way through. You can see all the cut scenes, everything's going through. You can see that there was no cuts and that the game is on Legendary. People were questioning whether I was playing on Legendary or not, so hopefully I answered that. Now, before we jump into the action, I want to tell you, if you want cheap reliable coins, make sure to check out the description down below for UT coin traders. And also, we're behind Man City and Arsenal right now. Arsenal's on 80 points, and if we win today, well, we'll be on 81. Another thing I'm not going to cut is I'm not going to make any cuts for the first 10 minutes of this game. And you'll probably be like, what? Why the hell are you not making no cuts, Skills? The first 10 minutes of this game was ridiculously exciting. And I use a tactic I haven't used in a long time, and I'm going to explain why I think that made the difference. But right here in the 3rd minute, I just put an over-the-top through pass to see if our little monster could burn David Luiz, and he does. And then Christian's there to tuck it home. 4 minutes into the game, we're winning. That's a booyah. I just put an over-the-top through pass, and I said, you know what? Why not? YOLO. Let's try it. And our little number 9 burned David Luiz. You can see I'm not saying his name. I'm not trying to butcher his name anymore. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm just calling him the little number 9. But he burned David Luiz, and Christian was there to tuck it home. Now, right after that, you can see how fast we're getting the ball back. And Ureta's in here in the 4th minute. I sent it to Christian, and Christian almost scored again. And I was thinking to myself, Christian's down, but he's going to be okay. Don't worry, guys. It's just a little bruise. I was thinking to myself, how is this even possible? How are we stealing the ball so quickly? Our players were all over the Chelsea players. Then here in the 6th minute, well, booyah. We're up 2-0. And this is the real reason I didn't make no cuts, okay? Now, people were questioning if I was playing on Legendary, and I knew this was going to make them question it even more. That's why I made no cuts. 7 minutes into the game, we're beating Chelsea 2-0. One of the best teams in the BPL, we're smoking them. And I was even like, damn, this is going to look fake. This is going to look like I'm playing on amateur. Maybe I shouldn't put no cuts in the beginning of the game so people can see I'm not lying. Look at that steal in the 8th minute. We're in again, and well, I could have scored and made it 3-0, but I epically failed. Off the corner in the 9th minute, I send it in. Zuma's there. We're beating Chelsea 3-0 in 10 minutes. This is the reason I made no cuts, man. I had to make sure you guys knew I wasn't BSing and it was on Legendary. Now I'll make some cuts and we'll go to the 24th minute when we start beasting and feasting again, yo. Now, I'm on it. I cut back right here. You're going to see a nice little fake shot. Well, I don't even fake. I just cut back. I give it to Fernando. Fernando to Thiago. And, guys, it's 4-0, 26 minutes in. If I didn't show you those beginning part where I made no cuts, where we went straight into the game, there was nothing cut out, you would say I was playing on, like, world-class amateur. You guys would question whether this is on Legendary, but you can go to the beginning of the video and you can see it is on Legendary. And, guys, we could have beat the hell out of Chelsea. Now, why do I think we played so well? I could be wrong about this, but first of all, I think me playing Thiago was an amazing decision. But I think the biggest thing was in FIFA 12, I always played with high pressure. Wait, team pressing and high pressure, I think, was the ones. I think that's how you say them. I always played with those tactics, and this in FIFA 13, I always play counterattack for some reason when I'm playing with a smaller team. But in this game, I said, you know what? Let me put team pressing and high pressure on. And I did that, and I think that's why we were stealing the ball so easily. I mean, Chelsea couldn't get out of that backfield. 69th minute, yep, the 69th minute, baby. We win a penalty, and well, Big Christian couldn't tuck it home, but he was the man of the match, so I'm not really tripping. He played wonderfully. Chelsea does get a goal back, but really it's not going to matter. We dominated them. And I really think it's because of the tactics I used, man. I think those tactics really helped us win this game. A finesse shot there to end off the game, and well, after the goalkeeper kicks, they had this to say.
That final whistle does confirm that they do have a Champions Cup place secured for next season. It's perhaps not what they were aiming for at the start, but it's a pretty good achievement from a long campaign of hard graft.
Yeah, I mean, it means so much, doesn't it, the Champions Cup these days in terms of prestige and revenue, and you've just got to be in that competition to regard yourself as one of the big fish, and they're in that company now, so brilliant stuff.
We've made the Champions League. The Champions League is secured, but that's not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for the league. But the first step is done, man. We got the Champions League, which means we're going to stay either in first or second place. It's time to go ham. It's time to go ham in our last game against Wigan and win the cup. Now, just to confirm one more thing with you, Inter won the Europa League. They won the Europa League, Inter did, and the Champions League is actually Bayern and Juventus are in the final. Them two are the final of the Champions League. And what I'm going to do real quick is, as you can see, there was no cuts. We went straight from the game right to here. I want to show you one more time. I'm going to go down here real quick. And I went into the season stats. But before I go there, I want to show you really fast that this is on Legendary, guys. I'm not BSing you. I wouldn't lie to my subscribers. It's on Legendary. And we got a chance in winning the BPL. Can we do it?